Remember this, every cell of your body is working towards your greatest good. You must understand this if you ever want to heal. But your cells do not see, they do not take in the world. All they get is the information that you give it. All of your cells within your body are crying out for you to tell them that they live in a safe, kind environment. They're crying out for you to tell them that they are well, that they are safe, that all is good, that God can flow through them easily. You see, there's an infinite intelligence within your cells. You were grown from a cell within inside the womb. It knows all the inner workings of your body. There is this divine intelligence that runs through them. But the cells do not know what's happening outside of you. That is what the brain gives them. So our cells take in the knowledge of what we feed them. So start to talk to your body differently. Start to see the world in a different way, and you will start to revitalize the cells of your body. I learned this when I was going through my own troubles, when I was having a lot of stress, digestive issues, chronic pain, hair loss. I realized that the cells of my body were being told they live in this dangerous world. So what did they do? They started to go into war mode. They started to go into protection mode. They had no energy left for repair. All the energy was spent on trying to protect me. Your cells are crying out for you to teach them safety. But how do I do it? How do I communicate with my cells and actually tell them that I'm well again? Well, you have to realize you access that capability through the divine subconscious mind. You access it by convincing yourself of safety, health and harmony within you. Remember, God told us how to do this. That which you ask for in prayer and believe is already yours, so it shall be. Now the cells need to know this too. Now you may say it consciously, but if you don't teach the body or the nervous system safety, the cells can never listen. Now, I'm talking a little bit about Bruce Lipton in this video today because I think it all comes back round to this greater idea of divinity. You see, the cell membrane in the body, that's where the information is taken in. The nucleus of the cell and the genetics within there, they actually change when they read the information that comes to the cell membrane. So there's actual little connectors where proteins can come and connect to it, and they feed it information. Now, do we need to know this so scientifically, or do we just need to understand a divine truth that we need to tell ourselves that they are well and safe? Now, the nervous system is in fear because you have this issue, or you've been in fear your whole life. The reason you have got sick is because you've held on to long-held trauma, and the body hasn't ever felt truly safe. So what we need to do is actually train our nervous system, train our body back to safety, so we can start to talk to the cells and give them the information that we want to give them, that we live in a divine world, that God flows through me in every step, every cell of my body is revitalized and renewed. But that fear, that reaction to life, that fear about this thing, reacting to that thing, it all tells us a story. And that story gets taken in the bloodstream and fed to every cell. So what do we need to do? Well, firstly, you need to stop making gods of things outside of yourself. The tax bill, the accountant, that lawsuit, that person who hurt you when you were younger, that ex-partner who broke your heart. They have become gods of you. So now we are now in conflict. So a body and a mind that is in conflict, it cannot go into healing mode. So we need to let go of all the conflict inside of ourselves before we can communicate properly with the cells. You see, they're always listening, always taking in this information. They're always listening to what the brain feeds it. So we need to start to learn to protect the doors of our mind from invasion from the gangsters of fear, doubt, and all of these other things. So I started to realize I need to let go of my fear around everything outside of myself, and I need to tend to the garden within. So you start to use your reactions in that sense as your way to know where you truly are. Your body's going to tell you what it believes through those feelings, through those fears, through that chronic pain that's hiding some sort of emotion. So you need to go to those things. You need to face them, without fear. And that is that statement from the Bible, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. It's telling us that we're walking in mortal bodies, but we shouldn't fear that outside world. Yes, we cross the path of death every day, Bacteria's come into the body, viruses, and the body deals with it. You see, it knows how to deal with it. It loves you. This is what I want to remind you, that the cells of your body love you. They're working for the one. You see, you are the master and the cells, they are the army. So we need to train them to do what they're meant to do. You know, the beauty of this, when you start to understand it, is that over the course of your life, you have created a whole new liver. You have created a whole new heart full of cells. You've created a whole new head of hair full of cells. So why then do we get these chronic issues? Because we keep feeding it the information and the identity that we have this thing. So we need to break the pattern. So you use the body as the tool. You cannot do it with just the mind. You must start to go to the body. The body is crying out to tell you what it really feels. And the body is your subconscious mind. So as it reacts, take a chance to just sit back and realize you are not that feeling. You are not that energy. You are not that emotion. You are the thing behind it who always notices. That's the true you. This is the only space where we can start to have access to that divine intelligence and start to guide it towards health and harmony. So you start to sit with the body. You let these fears and doubts come over the body and you detach back from them. You start to breathe in a manner that is training your nervous system that it is safe. So you breathe deeply and you breathe all the way into the belly and you start to relax your muscles and you start to get into a relaxed place. From there, you will start to feel this sense of relief. Now the cells are here saying, okay, we're safe. What do we do? Well, they go straight to their natural processes, which is to look after you, to heal you. But let's say we want to upregulate ourselves to health. We start to claim God flows through every cell of my body. I love every cell of my body. I love my body and my body loves me. We work together in perfect harmony towards health, vitality, joy in all areas of life. I and my body are in love. We are a wonderful partnership. You have to understand that it is a partnership. And the cell is always doing what it thinks is best for you. So if we keep feeding it fear, if we keep feeding it these reactions, it's going to start to make that a habitual state of being. So it's constantly in the state of being of protection or fight or flight. Now there is no energy left for repair because they keep going to places where they feel they need to protect you. Now we tend to get this energy stuck in certain places of the body. So you need to start to understand, where do I hold on to my stress? Where do I hold on to that reaction? Where am I not in balance? You see, I love it around, I've got my 2 dogs here today. They're just here asleep now. They are asleep on the floor because when they're not in ready mode, they go to relaxation. But we as humans, because of our mind, we can create literal stories and literal imagery and we believe it's real. So we can constantly live in a state of terror. So the cells only get fed all of this fear-based stuff. So now we start to train the body to relax, go into that state of balance. Now the cells can be fed with new information. So we start to claim it boldly, systematically, lovingly. You can even visualize it. But what you need to remember is that your cells need to be told that they're loved. They need to be told that they're safe. They need to be told that we are a wonderful partnership. They're listening all the time. Have you lost trust in your body? If you are willing to trust your body from today, say in the comments, I trust my body. I love every cell in my body. And put it down there boldly because they listen and they take it in. Now think about it, as we go deeper, every cell of the body holds this energy, this little spark of divinity within it. And now we want to unlock that to its full potential. So as we start to relax, it becomes unshackled. It no longer has to tighten and hold. I mean, honestly, when I was going through digestive issues, the tightness in my literal stomach was unbelievable. I was holding on to it. So every cell in there truly believed at a deep level that I was in danger. So how could I digest food properly? How could I not create all of this acid that was giving me the acid reflux? Because the body was just in disarray. So we need to remind it of balance. The cells, when they're at balance, will do everything that they meant to do. The white blood cells will go for the right places in the body. The healing cells of regeneration, they will do what they're meant to do. You must understand this as a divine truth for you. If you start to speak to your cells with this level of commitment, and you start to relax yourself periodically, and you talk to them with love and appreciation, they will lift you up, and you will unlock the God presence within every cell of your body, and you will be revitalized and renewed. This I know to be true.